Joined by Nick Jacobs, our resident MIAA expert here on Metro Sports Talk. You ever been called an expert in anything?
I am
first?
now, officially.
What have you been called before?
Nicky J.
Nicky J,
Does that
can we
count
call
for
you?
anything?
No, not
okay.
at all.
Okay.
NJ maybe?
Go with it. Lean with
Something
the rock
like
with
that?
it. Do something.
All right,
okay?
good. We will.
Good
Hey,
deal.
question of the day here. What'll happen first? The Royals lose 100 games, the Chiefs win a single game, or one of the Big 12 local North schools wins the division title?
I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs win a game, to tell you the truth. Because
San Francisco?
Yes, because it is San Francisco, and the Chiefs defense is back. Trent Green.
But the Royals
Probably
could
not.
lose 100 games before that game because that's
Nick,
on October 1st.
I am not a mathematician,
Okay.
so I'm just going with the Chiefs.
Okay, good. Since you're not a mathematician, let's begin then with numbers and
Right.
take a look at the new Division II Super 25. No, it's not the Super 25. It's just the top 25 poll, and it's littered with MIAA teams.
It is. It has 4 right now compared to 5 last week.
Ooh, because Central Missouri State dropped out.
Good call.
Northwest Missouri State. Who's number 1?
Number 1 is Grand Valley State, which won the national championship last year. That played Northwest.
Saw them on TV the other day.
Last night. They were on yesterday.
Michigan Tech or something like that. Pittsburgh State dropping after losing to Missouri Western. Missouri Western beating Pitt State, however, still not ahead of the Gorillas. Mo West at 3-0. Washburn at 2-1, moving up as they beat Central Missouri State, who's now called Central Missouri, or the University of Central Missouri.
Yes.
UCM.
Yes.
It's just all too confusing. All right, that movement, like we said, due in large part to the CMSU, rather UCM now, Washburn game last weekend, although last week they were still CMSU, weren't they?
They were.
They were.
They were.
Ichabod's first win in Warrensburg since 1995.
Correct. Now, Washburn, whenever they want to do this, they want a close game. CMSU, on the other hand, wanted this to become a shootout. Right here, Toby Carodi injured his ankle on this first play. He ended up going for 19 to 30, 200 yards, 1 TD. Travis Heron right here had an amazing game. The CMSU team only had 69 yards rushing compared to Washburn, which had 138, which is what dictated the game. Rashawn Mosley, which you will see later, is number 3. He had 11 carries and 77 yards, which was a surprise of this. This was a defensive battle. Both teams got shut down. Jordan Brill only had 111 yards throwing and had 0 touchdowns. CMSU, on the other hand, was 1-3 in the red zone, and that's what the key was to this game. CMSU gave this game away right here, 4th and 1.
Oh!
They kick a field goal instead of tying the game. They never got to the red zone again.
Final score was 14 to 10, correct?
Yes, that is
Washburn
correct.
over CMSU. And if you didn't believe Mo West was for real, then you do after last week.
You
They
have to
take
now.
down Pitt State last week. What happened in that game?
Well, a lot happened in that game. Turnovers was a big part of that. As we take a look here, Mo West has the best home field advantage in the conference. Pitt had 3 turnovers in this game that resulted in 17 points for Missouri Western. Jermaine White had a big game with 23 carries, 112 yards, 2 TDs. Pitt, Jermaine Race, he had 23 carries, 125 yards, 1 TD. Still not up to the 300 yards we expected and 33 touchdowns. Michael Landis was the key to this game. The Shawnee Mission Northwest grad transferred from Butler Community College. He was back up to Zach Taylor, now at Nebraska. He was in for Michael Burton and had an amazing game. Landis was 12 of 20, 204 yards, 1 TD. Rushing, he had 9 carries to 76 yards. Missouri Western surprise here was Jameson Burns, 15 carries, 75 yards, 2 TDs. Pitt could not get them off the field. And that's what happened here because they were up 49 to 21 before it was even in really the 4th quarter.
Final score was 49 to 35.
Yes, they threw some cosmetic touchdowns on in the last couple of minutes to make it look close.
I like that word, cosmetic.
Yes.
Kind of
yes.
describes me as well.
It does.
It does. All right, now the Griffins take the next step, which is Northwest this week.
Yes.
Can they take down Northwest?
They can.
They can.
And
Tell me why.
Probably will.
Probably will. Are you kidding me?
Yes. Northwest, Xavier Amon had 30 carries, 159 yards, 3 touchdowns. LaRon Council came in and had 11 carries for 50 yards. Northwest is better with their pass blocking than their run blocking, which is what is going to help them struggle in this game. Josh Matthews was extremely shakier, 17 to 29, 281 yards, 1 TD, and his first interception of the year in 3 games. Northwest's problem will be their punting game, as Jake Bradshaw, former Oak Park Northman, is only averaging 27 yards a punt, and that is what's going to get Northwest in this game against Missouri Western.
So is Missouri Western the best team in this conference?
They will prove that this weekend.
They will.
I Yes.
You think so? Where's that game at?
That is at Northwest.
It's at Northwest, however. Okay, so that's the big game of the weekend. What else is going on in the MIAA this weekend?
Yeah, outside of that, you have CMSU traveling up to Truman State. They need to get back on the right track and prove that they, playing the Cupcake teams, can get back in the MIA and show that they're a good team now.
That sounds good. Do you like CMSU better or UCM?
I like CMSU because it's old school, but, you know, UCM, it's got some flavor.
I don't know what I like. Maybe next week I'll decide.
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope so.
Okay, thanks very much. He is Nick Jacobs, our MIAA expert. I'm going to say it again. You're an expert. All right?
Thank you.
Good. Still to come here on Metro Sports Talk.